Hello everybody. I say everybody, but this is the first time I've gone live on my School of Roxx business page, so not everybody will see this live version, so I will share it to my personal page and also in my members only group. And feel free to share away as well with anybody who you think may benefit from the exercises that I do. Before I start, I'm just going to explain a little bit about why I'm doing these videos. So as you know, I've just created this page, School of Roxx, which is the name of my vocal and performance coaching business. And as well as a vocal teacher and a singer, I'm also a Roxx School examiner as well. And Roxx School is an exam board for pop and rock musicians, guitar, drums, bass, piano, and also vocalists as well. And because I examine and also teach Roxx School syllabus, I know it quite very well. So there's different ways in which I teach certain exercises, particularly the ear training part of the syllabus. And if you go back to your music lessons back in the day in GCSE music or even in college, and you were taught how to remember intervals, there were certain tricks and hints and tips that you could use to remember intervals, and if you even Google them, they're still out there today. So for example, for remembering a perfect fourth, the tune Here Comes the Bride, or a perfect fifth, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Then there's My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean and Greensleeves. But a lot of young people nowadays, the new generation, will probably not even have a clue what any of those songs are, and I've come across that in my teaching quite a lot. So the purpose of these exercises is to basically get people knowing what song it is they're singing. So I'm trying to base it around artists of today's pop culture. So last week's was a Taylor Swift song, and this week's I will reveal in a minute. So yeah, it's basically just modernising everything and making it more relevant to the pop culture of today. And the exercise that I'm going to do, I did a little vote in my private members only group as to which artist I should do an exercise on this week. So there was Ed Sheeran, Adele, Bruno Mars and Katy Perry, and of course everybody voted Ed Sheeran. That got the majority vote, so today's exercise will be based on an Ed Sheeran song, a very popular one at that, and a very new one, so I'll reveal that in a moment. And also, just to let you know, I've come up with about 13 exercises so far. There might be more as well, but I am actually creating backing tracks to them as well as kind of training material, and they will be available for download on my members only group. So if you're interested in those, make sure you join School of Roxx membership group, and you can pass those, or you can even use them in your teaching, because that's something I'm going to be offering as a free download, and I think you'll find it quite useful. So the big reveal of today's exercise, ear training, is Ed Sheeran's Shape of You. And just to mention, I do not own the rights to the music in this video. Yes, feel free to share this as well. Anybody who, and if you join in on the replay, say hi. Tell me how you're getting on with the exercise as well. Did you like it? Also, when you share it, or put any comments as to when I make the backing track for it, what you would, you know, any hints or tips as to what you would like in the backing track. Maybe you might need me to change the key or start the exercise a little bit lower for those male vocalists, so just let me know. Yeah, so the song Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, this exercise I have based around the minor pentatonic scale. So this is a very useful scale with licks and riffs and things like this, and Ed Sheeran has used this scale in his song for a very catchy little hook that he's got in there. So I've created a backing track for it, and I'm going to sing along to it. The exercise is not only good for remembering the minor pentatonic scale, but it's also good for, again, pitching, because you're moving up through the scales, and it's also good for slowly stretching through your vocal range as well. So we start from low and go to high, but because of the notes that are in there, it very gradually increases through your vocal range. So I'll just show you an example of the minor pentatonic scale now. If I switch it over to my keyboard, so we have here that's your minor pentatonic scale, and the exercise, you'll recognise it now, that is part of the minor pentatonic. So that's what we're going to be singing. So without further ado, I will start the exercise and I'm going to be singing along with it. Join in and let me know how you get on with it. So here we go. We're actually going to start on a C sharp for this one, because I was fiddling around with the transposition for it and it took me a while. So here we go. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. 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 You can hear my break there. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. 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 Now we're going to go back down. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. Right on my break again. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. 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 And that's the end of the exercise. So yes, you can also hear there's another benefit in there, which is as you could hear me talking through the exercise, I noticed where my break was in between two registers, because you can kind of, hello, whoever has just started watching, you can hear where my break is between two registers, where there's that kind of like a little bit of a sound in between your two registers. So this exercise is also good for discovering where your break is, and a fun way of doing it at that as well. So there you go, that's the Ed Sheeran Shape of You ear training exercise for a minor pentatonic scale. I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free again to comment and share. Please share the video with anybody. Hi Cameron, wow, you're up late. I know it's 7:30 p.m. here, but as I'm aware, you're in Australia, so it must be quite early in the morning for you, isn't it? So yeah, I've just finished the exercise. If you've only just caught on, then just go back to the beginning. You can watch the replay. And I ended up doing the Ed Sheeran exercise, so I'm sure you'll be happy about that. Next week, I will be doing another poll in my members only group, and you can again choose which artist you would like to hear an exercise based on. Thank you everyone for watching, and goodbye.